What is going on, survivors? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you 10 cave locations located across the new ARK DLC map Fjordur. Now these cave locations range from artifact caves to drop caves to small PvP based locations to large endgame locations. Now these do not include underwater cave based locations yet. Stay tuned for that. And this is day one. There are a lot more caves to find, but these are my favorite 10 out of probably the 20 that I found so far. So let's get into the video. Okay, first up, I figure I might as well start out with the Helms Deep of caves here on Fjordur. See, 31.4 by 65.2. Show you on the map. Quick look around. As you can see, pretty easy to spot in this big valley here. Just gonna head straight in. Straight through this way. A long entrance tunnel with a nice wide open cave. There are pearls. Some other resources like crystal, but a definite good cave to defend and a good choice if you want to live in Helms Deep. Okay, next up we have an ice cave, 9.1 by 24.6. Show you on the map, and this one does contain the artifact of the Skylord. Let me give you a look around. Just enter into this large opening here and then through this small crevice. You can follow this path around if you wanted to, but there is a red drop down in here. There are a bunch of anglers. And in that red drop I have found a pump action shotgun blueprint, just to note. And you'll head around this way through this little tunnel system, and it opens up to these. These are death pits. Do not fall in those. You lose your bag and everything so far, I've noticed. And if you head back through this way, you have the artifact of the Skylord. So definitely a sweet cave to know about for red drops and the artifact. Okay, next up I'll call this one the Well Cave, and you'll see why in a second. 7.4 by 39.5. Show you on the map just behind my hand there on the north side. Enter in through this tunnel, and then we're going to drop down this well system. There are piranhas down there, watch out for those. And then if you head through here, there is a rock here that you have to chip away with a pick or a hatchet. We'll just continue along. There are megas, and down this waterfall opens up into a larger cave system. There are runes. I haven't seen any artifacts in here yet. This does remind me of the Shadow Cave on Ragnarok, and so far this is the only tunnel I've been able to find, and there is no artifact at the end of it, surprisingly. I thought there would be. Watch out for those. And that is the cave, so kind of like a Shadow Cave on Rag. No artifacts as far as I can tell, but a good spot to know, maybe a good build spot. Okay, here we are outside of a lava cave. It has the artifact of the Clever and an artifact of the Pack inside. I'll give you some cores, 24.2 by 57.4. Show you on the map. Quick look around. Let's head in. Sometimes this one takes a second to load up. So we got some lava pits. There's two ways to go in here. I'll show you both of the artifacts real quick. And I have found some red drops in here. We'll see if one is here now. There's the artifact of the Clever. Straight back out this way. Head around down through this other tunnel. It's pretty easy once you get in here. And there's the artifact of the Pack. See if the drop is there. Yeah, there's a red drop up here. Let's see what we have. Nothing too special. Some ghillie and a pistol, but definitely some good things to know about. We got the two artifacts and drops. I'm sure there's more drops in here. With more time to explore, we'll be able to find more of them. Okay, next up we have this Genesis / Aberration Cave, 56.9 by 85.0. Show you on the map. And you can tell by these big purple crystals. We'll head in. This one takes a minute to load. Alright, we look good. And it's just a big semicircle horseshoe shape. There are blue gems and red gems. I'll take you on a complete walk around. I did see feather lights. There's some red gems. There's ravagers. There's also carcinos. There's terminals in here for making element and charging batteries. There is a terminal here. You might do a boss fight in this room, possibly. Spawn to it. I don't know quite yet. So those carcinos, and there is rock drakes and spinos. So definitely a good cave to know about. You have all your gems, some terminals, and some Genesis and Aberration things. Okay, next up, I'm going to call this one the Chitin Cave. As you can see, it is right in front of me there. Here's some chords, 78.1, 29.0. Show you on the map. Quick look around in this ravine. It's a pretty small cave, but I think it could be pretty defendable. If you wanted to try and live here, you could probably set up a nice little turret tower right here. Avoid these guys. And it opens up into not a large cave, but a decent sized cave to build in. Plenty of room to do activities. Lots of cave dwellers in here. Got some dung beetles. But a pretty solid little cave for a starter spot. I like this one. Okay, here we are outside what I'll call the glow cave. Let's take a look at the cores, 0.5 by 88.5, all the way up on the top of the map. Nice and secluded, and you have to warp to the green zone to get here. And we'll enter in through this waterfall here. There is some room up top too, which is kind of nice. And just enter in through this area. Decent sized tunnel to enter in through. And then we have all the glow creatures, so featherlights, shine horns, glow tails, all found in this small cave. So a nice little buildable cave. I like this one a lot. It's got some water in here. Could be a good choice. Got all the mushrooms and crystals. Nice looking spot. Okay, next up we have a Waterfall Cave, 61.9 by 80.4. Show you on the map. This one does have 2 entrances. Let's head in. This reminds me of the Triple Waterfall Cave on Ragnarok. So you have some metal in here. There's some crystal in here as well. So a really nice large cave system, which probably could be defended pretty well. The water does run up to the front, so you probably could get boated, which does deter from building here. But here is the second entrance. So one way in, one way out, just a nice little semicircle and lots of room to build in the Waterfall Cave. Okay, up next we got a large cave. Let's check it out. 9.9 by 62.6. Show you on the map. Pretty scenic area here with the cave entrance, the double waterfall, the nice tree out front. Let's head in. Takes a second to load this in. And it's just a bridge system. We'll head along the bridge. There's a bunch of metal down below. And if you head through this way, there's a pedestal over here, and there hasn't been any drops or artifacts that spawn over here yet. We'll head back out. And across this bridge here opens up into a nice peaceful room where you could do a nice large base and maybe an end game base in here. Down in the water there is nothing. No tunnels to go anywhere else. There are some pearls in here on those. So definitely a cool cave to build in. Definitely worth checking out and exploring. Okay, next up I'll call this one the Dragon Cave. It's the 86.5 by 3.7. Show you on the map all the way down in the bottom corner. There it is straight ahead of me on the coast here, and this is where you summon in the dragon. And it does feel like a Lord of the Rings inspired Mines of Moria cave. Let's check it out. It's a pretty massive cave system. There is the terminal to summon in the dragon. Lots of metal in here, and there is an aberration style look to this part of the cave. There are no colored gems, but lots of metal and regular crystal. Just keep heading through. Opens up into this massive room. Definitely looks like the Mines of Moria down here. Now off to the side, lots of metal in this room. A ton of metal to farm. If you're looking to do some metal farming in here, that would be great. And then we'll head across, show you this little room. It does remind me of Lord of the Rings, where they get the book and they run out. Definitely a cool looking room. Definitely fun to explore. Gonna want to come check this out. And then it exits out to the other side. I haven't seen any artifacts or any drops in here yet. I have looked pretty thoroughly. And then it just comes out through this hot room. Gamma changes a couple times, and then we'll head back out. So definitely a cave worth exploring. Come check it out. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more ARK Survival Evolved content. Plenty more videos to come on the new ARK Survival map, Fjordur. And I will see you guys in the next one.